you, we praise you. Amen.
A special word of welcome to our members of the Board of Trustees present, the Caledon Museum stakeholders, our teachers and principal. The sponsors of this evening is TVK Municipality, Nedbank, MTN and House Council, and also a special word of thanks to Mom Sid, Helen and Rodney for capturing this spectacular event for us. Our esteemed judges for tonight is Miss Melinda Boyson from Swartbeck Primary. You just Mr. Gerard van Wyk from the Caledon Library. Ms. Karen Cook from MTN. And may receive a warm hand of applause. And then the people whom without this evening would not be possible. The esteemed learners, welcome to the Caledon Museum. I see some familiar faces, among them 3 of them and 2 new ones. I know you will do great. I also participated in the speech competition, as I remind everyone of. I also, yes, out of 9 students, I came 11. I am proud of them. I made the top 10. Yes. But without any further ado, it is an honor and a privilege to welcome back to the podium our first speaker, Mr. Chris Wahal.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow speech enthusiasts. I'm Chris Wahal, a grade 11 learner at the Swartbeck Secondary School. My chosen topic was, imagine you have been allocated unlimited financial resources to build your own museum. I stand before you today with the heart beaming with excitement and the mind filled with endless possibilities. I want you to close your eyes for a moment and to picture this. A world where unlimited financial resources are at our fingertips, allowing us to create the most magical museum you could think of. That would be amazing, right? Today I want to take you on an imaginative journey where I describe in detail what my museum would look like and what extraordinary things it would house. Welcome to the Museum of Wonder, a museum unlike any other, where history, science, art, and imagination collide in a world of wonder and a place where your biggest fantasies come to life. As you enter, you'll be greeted by a futuristic multi-story building that seamlessly blends modern architecture with elements of nature. Lush green gardens and water features surround the museum, creating a tranquil and inspiring atmosphere. The architecture of the museum itself is a work of art, with intricate designs and hidden surprises waiting to be discovered by those who dare to explore. Interactive LED panels twinkle and shimmer, transforming the walls into canvases of light and motion that comes alive with the touch of a finger. Upon entering the museum, guests are guided to the central rotunda, a majestic space that serves as the heart of the museum. Here, a mesmerizing kinetic sculpture hangs from the ceiling, its moving parts reflecting the interconnectedness of art. Surrounding the rotunda are ticketing counters, information kiosks, and a charming cafe where visitors can pause to save a cup of coffee or a light snack before embarking on a journey through the museum. From the central rotunda, the museum is divided into thematic rings, each offering a unique experience for visitors of all ages. The time travel hall. Have you ever wanted to experience historical events firsthand? Step into a realm where past, present, and future converge. Walk through lifelike dioramas of ancient civilization and peek through a crystal ball to envision the world yet to come. Just imagine walking through the ancient streets of Rome. The artistic tapestry. A vast gallery dedicated exclusively to celebrate the diversity of art in all its forms, from classical paintings to contemporary sculptures. This exhibit will be a treasure trove of artistic expressions. Visitors will have the opportunity to interact with holographic displays where they can step into famous paintings or watch sculptures come to life through augmented reality. Just imagine standing face to face with the Mona Lisa or even the Statue of Liberty. Absolutely mind-blowing. The Dreamscape Gardens. Step outside into a lush oasis of tranquility and contemplation. Discover sculptures that reflect the beauty of nature. Relaxing meditation paths that transport you to serene landscapes, and participate in eco-awareness programs that promote environmental stewardship. Visitors will be able to walk through lush rainforests and feel the cool mist of waterfalls cascading from overhead. In addition, let's not forget the museum's dedication to sustainability and accessibility. Eco-friendly practices such as energy-efficient lighting, recycled materials, and water conservation initiatives are integrated into the museum's design and structure. Accessibility features such as tactile modules, audio guides, braille, sign language, and wheelchair ramps ensure that visitors of all abilities will be able to experience the wonder of the museum. However, our museum will not only highlight the works of established artists, it will also serve as a platform for emerging talent to shine. We will offer grants, mentorship programs, and residencies, ensuring that creativity continues to strive for generations to come. Therefore, my fellow dreamers, let the imagination soar and envision a world where knowledge knows no bounds. Curiosity reigns supreme, and the wonders of the universe are yours to discover. Thank you for joining me on this whimsical journey through the halls of the Museum of Wonder. Until we meet again, stay curious, stay hungry for knowledge, and never stop imagining the infinite possibilities that await. Thank you.
Thank you guys for taking most of their time. I enjoyed it. It was spectacular. I am a dreamer, so thank you. Next up is last year's runner-up, Timing Play.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, welcome to the Museum of Wacky Wonders and Technological Marvels, where the line between reality and imagination blurs. The extraordinary becomes ordinary. If I had unlimited financial resources to build my own museum, this is exactly what I created. Our museum theme is a celebration of technology, innovation, and the downright peculiar. Picture this: as you step through our doors, you're greeted by holographic displays showcasing stories from across time and space. Through cutting-edge simulations, you'll be transported to realms unknown, where the laws of physics bend and creativity knows no bounds. Now, let's talk exhibits. We're not talking about your run-of-the-mill artifacts here. No, our collections are filled with the stuff of legends, the mysteries of the universe, and the downright peculiar. From ancient buildings with unknown gadgets that defy explanation, every corner of our museum is a testament to human curiosity and ingenuity. As for the architectural design, imagine a building shaped like a question mark, beckoning visitors to explore the mysteries within. It's a symbol of our insatiable quest for knowledge and our relentless pursuit to life's greatest enigmas. But let's not forget about accessibility. Our museum is home for everyone, regardless of race, color, or creed. Community engagement is at the heart of everything we do. We host events that bring people together, fostering a sense of belonging and camaraderie. And who better to showcase their wacky inventions and eccentric ideas than the members of our own community? They are the true stars of our museum, who inspire us to dream big, and think outside the box. And of course, what's a museum without a healthy dose of humor? From quirky exhibits to larger-than-life installations, we're all about keeping things light-hearted and fun. After all, laughter is the best medicine, and we're here to cure your curiosity with a healthy dose of laughter and creativity. So dear guests, as you wander through the halls of our museum, let your imagination run wild, explore, discover, and above all, embrace the wackiness that makes life truly extraordinary. Welcome to the Museum of Wacky Wonders and Technological Marvels. Enjoy the ride.
Thank you, Jamie and Clay. I hope it wasn't a bumpy night. Taking the journey tonight is, I don't know why, but I'm an employee of the Caledon Museum, but I never know the topics. If I knew it was about technological marvels, I would have entered as one as competition as well. But ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you Miss Caledon.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mishka Kai. I'm standing here before you to address a matter close to our cultural identity. The challenges our museums face in these unprecedented times. Museums are the guardians of our history, the preservers of our heritage, and the storytellers of our civilization. Yet, they are facing a myriad of challenges that threaten their existence and their ability to fulfill their vital role in society. Here are 5 challenges that each museum faces. One of the foremost challenges is digital engagement. Museums are struggling to effectively engage audiences in the digital age while balancing the need for in-person experiences. Additionally, museums are grappling with funding issues. Securing sufficient funding for day-to-day operations, exhibitions, and conservation efforts proves to be a persistent obstacle for many museums, especially during economic hardships or when facing government funding cuts. Moreover, there are challenges of diversity and inclusion. Museums are striving to promote inclusivity by addressing issues of representation, accessibility, and cultural sensitivity within their collections, exhibitions, and programs. Furthermore, preservation and conservation. The continuous task of preserving and conserving artifacts, artworks, and historical documents requires specialized knowledge, advanced technology, and adequate resources to ensure their longevity. On the other hand, museums also face the challenges of relevance in visitor experience. Maintaining relevance by offering dynamic and engaging experience that resonate with the diverse interests and concerns of visitors remains a key focus for museums. Here are 5 potential solutions to counteract the before-mentioned issues. Digital engagement. Museums can enhance their digital presence by investing in virtual tours, online exhibitions, educational resources, and interactive experiences to bridge the gap between online and offline audiences. Museums can create a museum app that provides visitors with information about exhibits, interactive maps, audio guides, and additional multimedia content. They can also introduce gamified elements into museum experiences, such as scavenger hunts, quizzes, or challenges that encourage visitors to interact with exhibits in a fun and educational way. Funding. Addressing funding issues in a museum requires creativity and resourcefulness. Museums can make use of fundraising events such as galas, auctions, or themed parties to engage the community and raise funds. They can also explore revenue-generating opportunities such as merchandise sales, venue rentals for events or educational programs. Diversity and inclusion. Promoting diversity and inclusion in museums involves various strategies, such as diverse representation, ensure exhibits represent manifold perspectives, cultures and experiences. Training and education. Museums can provide staff with diversity training. Accessible spaces. Make museums physically and intellectually accessible to people of all abilities. Preservation and conservation. In museums, this is critical to maintaining the integrity of artifacts for future generations. Climate control. By implementing proper climate control systems to regulate temperature and humidity, can prevent deterioration caused by fluctuations in environmental conditions. Handling procedures. Establishing strict handling procedures for staff and visitors reduces the risk of physical damage to artifacts. Lighting. Using low-intensity lighting or UV filtered lighting helps protect sensitive materials from damage due to the light exposure. Improving relevance and visitor experience in museums can also be achieved through several strategies. Interactive exhibits. Incorporate interactive elements such as touchscreens, virtual reality, or augmented reality to engage visitors and make the experience more immersive. Feedback mechanisms. Implement feedback mechanisms such as surveys or comment cards to gather visitor input and continuously improve the museum experience. In the face of these challenges, however, there is hope. Museums have proven to be resilient institutions, capable of adapting to change and embracing innovation. In conclusion, our museums are facing formidable challenges in the current times, but they are not alone in the struggle. Together, let us rally behind the cultural bastions, for they are not just repositories of the past, but beacons of hope for the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miska. I wanted to make another joke, but I realized my silly jokes make them more nervous. So I'm gonna leave it. Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Beats.
Never stop listening to the tales that are recorded in these walls, the stories that are trapped in brick that ache to be told. This is part of a poem that is written by Keely Mills. The building that I walked into certainly had a lot of stories to tell. I was visiting the Caledon Museum at 16 Constitution Street, Caledon. This museum has many cultural and historical exhibits depicting the history of Caledon. Museums hold such significance in our society, but they are currently facing many unprecedented challenges. First and foremost, there are the financial challenges that museums face. Funding is something that museums heavily rely on, whether it be from government sources, private sources, or even the revenue generated through ticket sales. However, in times of economic uncertainty, these funding can be pushed aside for the more pressing concerns. I think that museums can look towards their community for the solution. Museums can establish membership programs that offer exclusive benefits to their members. Offering workshops and classes are another way to not only involve the community, but also empower it. And this brings me to my next point. Museums need to be accessible to everyone. Museums face the challenge of accessibility, whether it be physical or socio-economic barriers. Museums are often not fully accessible to those with physical limitations, and this can be because of narrow hallways, stairs that don't have ramps, or inaccessible layout designs. Admission fees and additional costs such as transport, can also cause barriers for those from low-income backgrounds. Museums can collaborate with transportation providers to offer transportation to and from the museum for those with physical limitations at a discounted price. Partnering with local organizations to host outreach programs is also a way to bring the museum experience directly to those who cannot access it. Lastly, I'm very sad to say that the interest in our history is on the decline. Some individuals perceive museums as outdated or even irrelevant. This perception is also encouraged by schools, some of which do not even offer history as a subject from grade 9 onwards. Museums can thus demonstrate their relevance by encouraging schools to visit them during field trips. By doing so, they can reach audiences who do not typically visit the museum, and so they can also spark interest in our younger generation. Dion Meyer writes in his book, The Woman with the Blue Cloak, that we cannot deny our origins. We cannot change where we come from. Why do people not understand this? We need to understand where we come from, to know who we are and where we are going. I completely agree with Dion. To know yourself and the world around you, you have to know the past. And most of our history lies within our museums. So, when you have some spare time, visit the buildings that have stood the test of time. Go listen to the tales that are recorded in these walls and the stories that are trapped in brick. You must listen harder to hear it, stare closer to see it, and you have to become aware of the buildings that surround you.
Thank you so much, Emily, for encouraging everyone to visit the Caledon Museum. I'll be waiting on each and everyone to give them a guided tour. Thank you so much. Our last speaker for the afternoon is Emile Chambo.
Good afternoon to everyone sitting here. My name is Emily Chambu and I am a black student in Swartberg Secondary. My topic today will be people do not realize the importance of preserving our culture and heritage. Well, heritage is more like a source of where we come from, more of a source of who we are today. Culture is like heirlooms passed from generation to generation. Heritage is the backbone of every single person in the world. I am today myself because of my heritage. I embrace my heritage. People do not realize the importance of heritage because they are pretending to forget who they are. They abandon their homes. They abandon their cultures. They abandon their heritage. They get misled by people who do not believe in cultural society or tradition. They tend to forget that we are who we are because of our ancestors. We don't just celebrate heritage just to wear our traditional attire and be who we are, but we're also celebrating our ancestors who hunted food, who actually didn't have processed food that time, but today we get to have it. People do not realize the importance of heritage because they do not improvise into having their heritage as their victory in their success. They do not improvise into exploring their heritage. They do not have any self-development because of not knowing what my heritage is. There are people out there who specifically think that heritage is just a day where black people just wear their traditional attire, but it's actually for every single person in this world. It's not just happening here in South Africa only, but it's happening around the world. There are people out there who embrace and explore through their culture and heritage. We need people like Nelisius Mia who explore the world through heritage. We need people like Nopali Korpo who explore her heritage by using her heritage as a victory to her success. She once said that she was not a trained journalist, but she is who she is because of her heritage, because of her being Umxhosa. Today I stand by here being Umxhosa. I am very proud. I wouldn't have been standing here. I am making myself proud because I am one of the first black children in my home who has to study Afrikaans. I'm one of the first black children in my home who has to have fluent English like me. My opinion on museums should contribute on making our communities aware of preserving our heritage, that we should start opening programs where people get to be introduced in their cultures, where people get to be introduced in their homes. Well, as I said, people tend to forget where they come from. They tend to explore the world by forgetting where they come from. Whereby here, the museums can open programs that can explain how it happened in the past, how we provided in the past until we become who we are today. As I said, people are very not, oh I'm so sorry. People tend to forget where they come from. This would be a reminder of what happened in the past, as the past defines our future. This is more of heritage defining our culture and ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Emile. The judges now have the ball in their court. I also are fluent English.
I speak very religiously.
If I forgot my speech now, sorry. If I must speak English, I normally buy a bundle. And I just received a message, bundle depleted. If I'm done, I don't have jokes anymore. Sorry, I was just informed that we will be going for a short break now, but once I'm done, and I'm not done, you may take a walk through the Caledon Museum and see what questions you want to ask once you come back for the guided tour by myself or Marlon. And you can also enjoy a coffee in the back while the judges make a decision. I think it was nice to do this.
Before we get to the results and stuff, let's put our hands together for tonight's guest speaker, Ms. Nikki Busby.
Goedemiddag dames en heren. Ik moet nou dat zien, nou niet met z'n praten, dus niet waar. Ik is ook schuldig. Mijn eerste keer dat ik in het museum, dus ik kan het niet genoeg maken. Dat is mijn eerste keer. So,
Dit is de English speech today.
elke ik heb bij je bij keer gewoon gehoord dat de mensen altijd gemakkelijk in jouw eigen taal. So, ik ga hem zo'n beetje mee, ik ga hem zo Afrikaans maken en dan zo'n beetje Engels tussenin. So ja, ik zal beginnen. Ik is Nikki, en de meeste van de mensen kennen van mij. Ik is bij Caledon en ik ben deel van mijn staf daar zo. En ik is die bestuurder bij Caledon. So vanmiddag is ik eindelijk net hier om met ons jong mensen te komen gesels van overal oor. Dus nou Zwaarberg en Overberg. En ik is trots om hier te kunnen staan, want zo'n paar jaar geleden was mijn meisjekind ook deel van hierdie competitie. Shanique, ik weet niet of jullie haar kennen. En met dat zij daar, dat was 2021 als ik het niet mis heb. Toen heeft zij ook aan die competitie deelgenomen en zij was nog aan die winnaar daar. Dus ik is ook baie trots op haar. En zo is ik trots op een jaar van jullie. Maar voor vanmiddag wil ik baie graag met jullie praten oor gevestigde bankleser. You guys are our next generation. So it's very important that when you start your financial journey, you need to be aware of what is going to happen in the future. Like you all spoke about the future now, for the museums, for everything, the cultures, where you come from. So it's also very important for you guys to be aware of your banking institutions. Now you know you've got 4 big, actually 5 now, big banking institutions. Which Nedbank is one of them. It's Nedbank, it's ABSA, it's Standard Bank, FNB, and Caledon. Yes, those are the 5 big banks. So you have, julle kan self kies na wat jy doen te gaan. But very importantly is that when you open a bank account, you have to open it, say from a minor to your student to a young professional. So then you walk that road with a bank. Jy loop daai pad, so dit maak vir jou gevestig. Gevestig in die sin van jy's klein, jou ouers leer vir jou, jy moet 'n bankrekening hê. Daai het ons in die tikkieboksie gespaar, né? Ja, in die varkie. Ons het mos 'n varkie gehad. So ons het in die varkie gespaar en dan gaan ons aan die einde van die jaar of wat ook al, as ons nou mami, gaan maak vas by die bank asseblief en dan kry jy 'n paar rand. Nowadays it's different. You can have your own bank account with your own card. You can save your own money. That money that your mother or father or whoever gave you at the end of the month or whenever, you take that money and you save up for yourself. So then you're a minor. So now you're grade 11, all of you grade 11, grade 10? You're a student from 16 onwards, now you're a student. So now you need to go to college, university, very, very important that you have a bank account. So whenever you make that decision to go and open a bank account, you need to know what is it that I want from my bank. So jy gaan in die kom en jy sê maar my ma, ek kan reeds vir jy rekening opgemaak, so ek kan nou net verder gaan met daai bankrekening. So now you go to university, you go to college, you do your degree, now you're a young professional because you've got a degree or diploma, so you're a young professional. So very important now, you're 26 and from 26 onwards, it's a life journey. So also very important that the relationship that you build with your bank takes you up until you buy your own car, you buy your own house, you marry, you've got children, and so you pass it on to all the generations. Elkeen van julle weet seker wat is 'n kredietrekening. Credit score. dan ons groot mense weet. Because in today's life, I think our credit records is most important in our lives, especially when you want to go, you want to go buy a car, you want to go and have your own house, or whatever case may be. So that also builds your credit record. So jy het nie nodig om te gaan skuld maak, want in vandag se lewe moet jy mos gaan skuld maak voor jy mos nog iets kan koop. But when you have that relationship, you don't have to go that route. Because the relationship that you build from a minor up until a young professional gives you that opportunity that you've got already a credit scoring, which the institutions can look into. So for instance, don't go and open today, oh nee, my ma bank by Absa, ek moet by Absa gaan bankie. My ma bank by Nedbank, ek moet by Nedbank gaan bankie. No. You go around and you go and shop. Where do I get the best benefits? Because in today, we don't talk about pricing anymore. Yes, pricing is there, but the benefits you can get out of that is actually more important. So you go, vandaag wil ik nog bij Absa, je kan het opmaken in zo'n maand of 20, je gaat maar nog even doen. Nee, je gaat nog niet aan doen. Guys, you must remember, you open a bank account, there's fees involved. So now you open a bank account with FNB, you don't want that account anymore. You don't go and close that account. And that account is in a debit. That debit stays on your name. Because when you open something, it's going to reflect on your credit scoring. Because they look at it. A stupid thing like a cell phone change. Don't go and change your cell phone number every time. Now you go there, you bank with the net bank. Now you want to come and you want to change your cell phone number. Rather go and look at the ATM so you come to some something. Then you keep your number. Small little things like that. So I really encourage you guys to think about it, because especially from grade 10 up until grade 12, you have to work hard. Don't come grade 12 and think, no, people gaan werken. No, from your grade 10, staan het 8 soos ek het kind, genoem my ouderdom weg, van staan het 8 af tot matriek, from grade 10 up until grade 12. You have to work hard. Because you know what you want to be one day in life. So I really encourage you to think about what I was telling you now and ask yourself, where do I see myself in 2 or 3 years? Gaan ek maar net 'n matrikulant wees, wat ek gaan matrikuleer het, of wil ek by 'n werk gaan sien? En dit hang net van jou self as persoon. Ek sê vir julle vandag, daar is 'n baie werk wat ek vir julle doen. En die potensiaal wat hier so sit, kan ek sien, hulle gaan baie ver bring. So ek wens vir julle alle voorspoed op julle pad. En dat julle suksesvol sal wees in wat julle ook gaan.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bruce. Let me also kind of mention that you can't be guns for that. Please again, ladies and gentlemen, we have our winners. But before we get to there, everyone will be awarded a certificate of participation. Oh, I think my English teacher will be disappointed, as well as my next teacher. The teacher is wrong, but the teacher is always right, as they say. But my colleagues will assist me, as well as my lovely manager, who is always up for a dress-up game. Round of applause. What's her name? She's also a ninja, so she can also be my bodyguard. believe in it. Grossman Howard. Emily Leeds. Miss Kanaperi. Damien Klein. And Emile Tambo. We will delay the process of announcing the top three, but I'm going to give a moment to Ms. Odette Weir.
Ladies and gentlemen, they didn't discuss this program with me at all, so when I seem a little bit baffled, I indeed am. But just a small word of thanks to our players. Thank you for being here today, availing yourself. To us, the speech competition is very important. It establishes a footprint within education and relationship that museums, heritage and education can have. So I'm very honored to be here today at the Caledon. Oh, I've been here since 2018. I'm very honored, and thank you to our learners. Thank you so much for, as you heard today, the eloquent speakers, which I'm not, but they are, and they researched what they brought to this audience today. They didn't come here and thought of it as this little small event where we can just tell people a little bit of nonsense, and they must believe it. You know, I think they spoke from the heart. They really went through the process of being knowledgeable on the topics here today, and that makes a museum person's heart very warm. So thank you to you all, thank you to the learners, and thank you judges, because your job was the hardest. Thank you very much. Right? Miss Melinda Boyster. Ja, ons almal bietjie stil gaan in die museum, hoor. Dan meneer Caledon. Ik kan me niet eens imagine dat die kinderen zo spoelen nemen, maar ik is al zo warm voor. Dat is net niet waar. Maar goed, dankie zeker, lieve fotographers, dat het goed laat lijken, hè. Ik wil er aan jullie doen.
Thank you, Maria. Yes, we is eloquent speakers. But without any further ado, because I can hear them breathing by now, they are sweating. The top 3 for this year. In third place, we have Emile Chambo. In second place, Chris Hall. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 2024 speech competition here at the Caledon Museum will also be going on to the regional competition later on in August is none other than Emily Mead. Ladies and gentlemen, the last 3, 2 and 1 will all go to the regional competition later in August. So well done to all of them and thank you to all of you participated. I know this is nerve-wracking standing here. I know, I've been standing here for half an hour, but we've come to the end of the spectacular event for 2024. I hope to see you guys again in 2025 here at the Caledon Museum again. Have a safe drive back home, or as I will do, but when you go home, please don't take the cookies, I want to take it with me.
Can I just say something? I would like us to give the staff of Caledon a big round of applause. Very over above and all out on this, and I am immensely proud to be part of you guys. So thank you.
Kim, must we come to the front again, please? We made a lovely photo booth outside on my left. On my left. On my left. You can take some photos there. I'll be joining you in a minute.
Right.